Do you still remember me? Well, I know it's been long, but anyways, for those who are new here, hi, I'm Mansi. I'm originally from India, but I've been studying and living in Indonesia, specifically city Surabaya, for 2 years now. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through my experience of the country. Like, I've been to different cities in Indonesia, and as safety is a very important topic, and I know there are new students who are going to come to Indonesia very soon, and maybe you are one of them who is planning to pursue your degree here or just planning to travel, maybe not just Bali but explore the different sides of Indonesia. This video is for you, so stick to it and I'll just let you know what I've experienced and whether Indonesia is safe or no. Also, before I start, please note that everything I share in this video is truly and completely based on my experience. So, experiences they differ from person to person. So, please, maybe this won't be the same for you, yeah. So, let's get started. Now, let me tell you something. Indonesians are one of the most kind, polite, and friendly people I've ever met in my entire tiny little life that I have now. But even if people are very nice and polite, there are things that you need to be aware of because the country is not 100% crime free. And catcalling, harassment of me being a girl, this is what I was worried of before coming here, and it's true. Catcalling is very common here. I have been through harassment, I've even been to a police station, and there are other issues that you need to be aware of so that you can avoid them. So that's my only purpose. Through this video I would like you to know about it so that you can be a bit safer. Talking about my experience, then I'd start with one of the worst thing I've ever faced, not just in Indonesia, but this is one of the terrible things that has ever happened to me, and it happened back in November 2024. Mind you, it wasn't as if I was out at midnight, late night, or I was wearing revealing clothes or something. I was in my plain long trousers, walking from my place to my friend's place because my friend gave me a call and she was like, I think she was having a bad day, so she wanted me to be there with her. So I decided to walk from my place to my university because my friend lives nearby, and it's a usual street that I walk through, and it's not a very quiet street. It's busy, there are people walking, there are cars passing by, there are motorbikes passing by. And whilst I was walking, there's this guy who was standing in front of the convenience store, and as I walked past through him, he touched me very inappropriately. I was shocked. I threw my hand at him, but he backed off. And I wanted to punch and slap him once again, but I was shivering. Because I was so nervous, and my mind was like, what just happened? I looked around because I wanted someone to help me, because people saw. There was a convenience store, there were people sitting around, they saw, they were staring at us, but nobody even shouted at him like, what the hell did you just do? It's okay. I stood there for a while. My mind was completely blank. I did not know what to do. And so I just started walking to my friend's place again. I walked to her place. I told her what happened. She was like, this is something we cannot, let it slide off. But she's younger than me. So it's like we both had no clue what to do. So we came back to the place where all this happened. That guy was still standing there. When he saw me, he was staring at me as if he knew whom he harassed and what he did. The way he was staring at me, it was as if a psychopath is looking at you without blinking. He kept staring. Me and my friend, we went inside the convenience store. We pretended that we are buying something. That guy came, not inside the convenience store, but he came out. He stood outside the glass of the convenience store and he was looking at me. My friend was like, this guy seems to be weird. I don't think we can do something right now. Let's try and go to your place. We tell Cindy, and then we figure out what to do, because he was really very creepy. So me and my friend, we walked to my place. We told Cindy what happened. Cindy was like, this is something we need to report to the police, because that guy seems to have some serious issues, and if he's standing in the campus area, it's for sure that he's waiting for other girls to just walk past and then maybe harass them. You never know these weird people, right? So I called an Indonesian friend of mine, and my friend went to the place first. He took a picture of that guy secretly, and then we went to the police because we needed a proof, like at least to show them like this is who did that. And we went to the police. The police then interrogated like what happened, what exactly happened, what time were you out, blah blah blah. Then we showed them the picture, like this is the guy, he's still standing there. We don't know why he's standing, but yeah, for sure he is not in, the right state. So the police went there, they caught the guy, they brought him to the police station. They were interrogating him in the another room, and then a police officer came to me and he was like, this guy seems to have some, mental disability or something, because he is not answering us properly. Maybe you want to go try and talk to him. I didn't wanted to look at his face even, but yeah, was like, okay, let's see if he admits what he did. Then we went inside the room, and yeah, the moment he saw me, he recognized me. And then the police was like, do you know her, you know what you did, right? He's like, yes, I know. And then the police asked him, why did you do that? Then he's like, because she's pretty. Me and my friends were so shocked, like, the reason you give to harass someone, and this is like 40-50 something year old guy, and the reason you give for harassment is cause you think I'm pretty. It was so ridiculous. Me and my friends were so disgusted. And the worst thing that I find is that the police were backing him up. The police were like, oh, actually he's not married, that's why he did that. I'm like, what does that have to do with me? If he is not married, that is his problem, he did not find anyone. So does that mean he goes harassing young girls? I was so disgusted that day. And then there was this one police officer who kept laughing, who was giggling, he was asking me a question. Oh, and then what happened? I was so, the anger was building up, but I somehow controlled. My friends were there. And then yeah, he was being interrogated, and the conclusion was that we cannot file an FIR against him because he is mentally challenged. I think he was just pretending that he did not know, he was just pretending to be, crazy or something, or have some serious issues with his brain, so that he doesn't get jailed. Because there's a law that if a person is, mentally ill, he won't be punished like very severely no matter what he does. So the police was like, even if you file an FIR, nothing is gonna happen further. I wasn't able to believe the male, police officers, because the way they were behaving was very dismissive. Then a lady police officer came and she was like, yes, I'm sorry, this this person seems to be mentally ill, so I don't think it's okay. It's okay if you want to file an FIR, but nothing will happen, trust me. So we just let it go. But we told the officers that this guy, we don't want to see him again in this area ever, because this is a university area. It's very important for girls to feel safe around here, right? And yeah, they took him in their car, they sent him to a place, I think for volunteering or something. And yeah, after that guy went, a police officer came to my friend, my Indonesian friend, and told him in Indonesian that tell this girl next time she goes out, she should wear a hoodie. Surabaya is, the temperature is crazy. It's 40 degrees something here. And that person was asking me to wear a hoodie despite knowing that I'm wearing a simple t-shirt and a trouser. It's not about clothes, it was just so ridiculous. It was just a disgusting experience I've had. I was just shocked, and I'm like, why am I supposed to wear a hoodie? Even my friend was like, why is she supposed to wear a hoodie? Why are we supposed to wear a hoodie? We were all girls there, and my Indonesian friend was just, backed off, like, I don't know why they say that, but you just let it go, just don't think about it. And yeah, that's what happened. That's the worst experience I've had. Catcalling is another thing that girls need to take note of, because it is very common. You get catcalled like when you're walking on street, no matter you're alone or with two people. Because usually, last year when I used to walk to the campus with Cindy, me and Cindy both used to always get catcalled. Like, people used to actually, bikers especially, they would honk, or maybe there's a small truck driving, they would honk just to get your attention. And there are also cases when they just look at you, stare at you. They're driving ahead, but they stare at you. And extreme cases are when they just, call you names and something, but most of the times I don't understand, because I don't know what they say in Indonesian sometimes. But now that I'm becoming better in the language, I do understand sometimes. There was this once when I was at a traffic signal. I was on my bike, and a Gojek driver, he came, stood next to me. And you have a feeling, right, if someone is staring at you continuously. That's the feeling I was having when that person came next to me. And when I looked at him, he was actually staring at me without blinking. And when I looked at him, he was like, "You are very pretty." I felt very uncomfortable that time, because why would a 50-60-year-old guy say that to me, and with that disgusting expression on his face? But yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, I would just tell girls that these are the small things that happen. And yeah, there are places where you have to be extra careful when it comes to, your dressing. For me, I think it's really okay. You can wear anything you want. I wear shorts, I wear mini skirts, I wear, sleeveless dresses. It's really okay, because Surabaya is one of the big cities, and people here are quite modernized. So in malls you go, you can wear anything you want. I usually go to cafes, and I don't really think that much of what I want to wear. But yeah, there are places where I have to consider again, because let's say there is some, culturally, cultural place that I'm going to. Obviously, I cannot just wear a short and go there. So it depends on common sense as well. And yeah, Surabaya is actually chill. So if you are coming to Surabaya, then it's okay, you can just be yourself. Other thing I would like to add is, this is especially not just about women's safety but also men, because there are areas where you have to be very careful. I don't know about other cities in details, but in Surabaya, actually, it's known for biker gangs, and those are gangsters who roam at midnight around 12 to something, and there are specific areas where they attack people to rob them and stuff, right? So I would recommend not to go out alone at night, and especially if you know that this is the area where the gangsters usually are, avoid them. If you are new, you definitely wouldn't know which area is safe and which is not. So wait until you are comfortable in that city. And if the question is like, is it safe to go outside at night, I would say yes, but if you have a friend with you. Me and Cindy, we usually go late night outings, right? We sometimes go to McDonald's. There are, cafes and shops which are 24/7 open. So in case we are hungry, we just go, because yeah, it's easy to find. It's not that difficult to find Gojek at night as well, so it's okay. But yeah, there are few things that you have to be careful. I would not recommend even boys to just go out at night alone, because the biker gang thing is quite getting serious these days. Now, all these things that I told you about were specifically related to Surabaya city, because this is where I experienced most of the things. But let's say you are going to some other city like Jakarta or Bali or Malang or some other place, your experience might differ for sure. As far as I know, when I was in Jakarta felt quite safe, because I was out until late night. I came back to my hotel around 12:30 something, and still there were, people going, and you would see people roaming around. And yeah, it was quite unusual scene, because Surabaya, if it's 12 past 12, it gets quiet unless and until it's a weekend. On weekends like Saturday and Friday nights, you will see a lot of people, no matter 1 or 2 a.m. um, Bali is quite safe as well, because it's like a very touristy destination. So people do usually, step out at night, especially the Kuta and Lagian area. As for remote areas, I won't recommend, because yeah, remote areas, they go pitch dark. And again, if you are not in Jakarta or Surabaya, and you are going to some other area like Malang or Kadiri something, so it might differ, because those are not really considered city, but it's more of a rural area. So after 7, you barely will see anyone outside. So yeah, if you are coming here, you will have to wait, you'll have to live, and then with time you will adjust and know what things you are supposed to do and what not to do. When it comes to safety, actually women and men both have quite a different experience, because if we remove the harassment and catcalling part from this video, then for men it's quite safe. You can just go out. I see a lot of guys, they just take their bike at 2 or 3 a.m. and then they just go wherever they want. But yeah, for women it's more important that we go with someone, be it a female friend or a male friend, if you want to hang out at night. Yeah, but boys, you are lucky guys, huh? But anyways, my advice to you would be use Gojek and Grab, usually if you are coming back from somewhere late at night, even if it's a short distance, and even if it's in Surabaya or Jakarta, because walking is not that safe, I would say. And yeah, trust your instincts. Yeah, trust your instincts. What's the word? Why can't I pronounce? Trust your instincts. Yeah, because for me, when the harassment thing happened, while I was walking, when I looked at that guy, I had this feeling like this guy is weird, I should change my path. But I was too lazy to just walk a few more steps and go to the other side of the road. So yeah, that whole thing happened, but it's okay, I learned my lesson. But it was not my fault. He was the one with some sick mindset. But yeah, there are this type of people everywhere. That doesn't mean we should stop living our life. My advice to girls would be, come here, enjoy, live as you want, don't worry, you are strong. And yeah, especially, I mean, girls like me, I understand you might have a lot of questions like, will I be safe, is it okay I wear this? Girl, chill, it's okay. If you are especially in Surabaya or Jakarta, this place, even Bali, it's quite friendly. So it's okay, don't worry, you'll be fine. And yeah, just live your life. You are a bird, you can fly. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I just want to reassure you that you are safe, don't worry. Just few things you need to be aware of and try to avoid. That's it for the video. I hope you liked it, I hope it was helpful. And yeah, please don't come to me and say that India is worse than this. I know the safety reasons, like the safety topic in India is much more intense than in Indonesia, and I agree that Indonesia is much safer than India. But this video was not comparing the two countries, but I was telling my experience of being a girl here. So yeah, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.